This is Max and Mia podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Max and Mia podcast. I'm Max.
And I'm Mia. It's so great to have you with us today.
Okay, Mia, can I ask you something? Does this happen to you too? You sit down with your lunch, grab your phone or turn on the TV, and then spend forever trying to decide what to watch.
Oh, absolutely. I tell myself it'll only take a minute, and then I'm scrolling through YouTube or Netflix for 10 minutes.
Haha, right. And by the time you finally choose something, you've already eaten half your meal.
Half? Sometimes I'm basically done eating before I even press play.
Same here. It's like finding something to watch has become part of the meal.
I know. And somehow, nothing seems interesting when you're actually looking for it.
Exactly. There are thousands of videos and shows, but suddenly it feels like you've already watched everything.
That's when I start going back to my comfort content. I'll watch a travel vlog, a cooking video, or clips from a show I've already seen.
I do the same. Sometimes I'll put on a documentary, sometimes a sitcom, and other times, I just listen to a podcast while I eat.
Honestly, podcasts are a great choice because you don't have to keep looking at the screen every second.
True. And if it's an English podcast, well, at least you're learning something while you eat.
Exactly. It's one of those little habits that makes you feel productive without really trying.
Although, we should probably spend less time choosing what to watch and more time actually enjoying our food.
I couldn't agree more. Choosing the video shouldn't take longer than eating lunch. All right, so let's shift gears a bit, because today's episode is all about 3 everyday situations.
That's right. We're focusing on 3 real-life situations where you'll learn useful English you can use in everyday conversations.
These are all situations that can happen in everyday life, and we'll show you the English you need to handle them naturally.
We'll go through each situation step by step with useful vocabulary and realistic conversations.
So listen carefully, repeat the expressions, and see which ones are new for you.
By the end of the episode, you'll have more confidence using English in real-life situations.
Okay, let's start with something a lot of us have been through. So, picture this. You're in your 30s, or maybe your late 20s, 27, 28.
Oh, I know exactly where this is going.
And you end up meeting up with a friend you haven't seen in years. 10 years, 8 years, maybe even 12.
That's such a specific kind of awkward, isn't it? You've got so much catching up to do.
Right. And that's exactly what's happening in this first scenario. We're going to hear a conversation between Charlotte and Oliver, 2 old friends catching up on what's been going on in their lives lately.
And here's the fun twist. This one's going to test how well you understand British English.
So get your ears ready, because the accent and some of the expressions might throw you off a little.
All right, let's dive in.
Oliver! Oh my God, is that you?
Charlotte! Blimey, I didn't recognise you for a second there.
I know, right? It's been what, 10 years?
At least. Last time I saw you, we were still at uni.
Don't remind me. So how's tricks? What have you been up to all this time?
Bit of this, bit of that. I'd moved to Manchester a few years back for work.
Manchester! Fair play. How's that treating you?
Honestly, I love it up there. The people are proper friendly and the food scene has really taken off.
That's brilliant. And are you still doing the whole marketing thing?
Yeah, still at it. Went freelance last year actually, which has been a bit mental, not gonna lie.
Ooh, freelancing. That's a big move. Is it paying off?
It's a mixed bag, if I'm honest. Some months I'm rolling in it, other months I'm counting every quid.
Sounds about right for freelance life. My cousin does the same and says exactly that.
What about you, though? Last I heard, you were off travelling somewhere.
Oh, that was ages ago. I did Southeast Asia for a bit, came back completely skint, and then landed a job in publishing.
No way. Publishing? That's a proper career change from what you studied.
Tell me about it. But I'm dead chuffed with it, actually. I get to read manuscripts all day. It's a dream, really.
That's brilliant, Charlotte, genuinely. And are you still with, what was his name, Tom?
Oh, Tom's ancient history now. We split ages ago.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Nah, don't be. It was for the best. Actually, I'm seeing someone new now. It's early days, though.
Fair enough. Fingers crossed for you then.
Cheers. Sorry, bit of a cold coming on.
No worries. So, are you still in London then?
Yep, still here, still knackered from the commute every day.
Some things never change, eh?
Never. Honestly, though, it's mad how much time's gone by. Feels like we just saw each other last week.
I know exactly what you mean. We should sort out a proper catch-up soon, not just bumping into each other on the street.
Definitely. I'm well up for that. Are you around this weekend?
Actually, yeah, I reckon I am. Let's swap numbers again. I probably deleted yours ages ago.
Cheeky. Go on then. Here you go.
Brilliant. I'll text you. It's so good seeing you, Charlotte, honestly.
You too, Oliver. Right, I'd better dash, but this made my day.
Same here. Take care, yeah?
You too. Speak soon.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I could listen to that accent all day.
Right? There's just something about British English that sounds so effortless.
Totally. All right, let's break down a few expressions from that conversation, because there were some good ones in there.
Let's start with how's tricks. Oliver used that right at the beginning.
Yeah, that's basically just a casual way of asking, how are you, or how's life going? You'll hear it a lot in informal British conversations.
Next up, Oliver said fair play when Charlotte mentioned Manchester.
That one's interesting because it doesn't really translate directly. It's used to show approval or respect for something someone's done, kind of like saying good for you or well done.
Then we had Charlotte saying she was dead chuffed about her job.
Chuffed means really pleased or happy about something, and adding dead in front just intensifies it. So, dead chuffed means extremely happy.
And last one, Charlotte mentioned coming back from her trip completely skint.
Skint is a really common British slang word for having no money at all. So if you're skint, you're broke.
Great expressions to add to your vocabulary if you're aiming for that natural British sound.
All right, now let's shift into something completely different.
We're stepping into the world of debates now. And this next one's a proper ethical dilemma.
Oh, I love these kinds of conversations. They always get people talking.
So here's the dilemma. Is someone's success mainly down to their own effort and choices, or do things like where you were born, your family, and plain luck play a much bigger role than people like to admit?
Ooh, that's a spicy one. I feel like everyone's got a strong opinion on this.
Exactly. And that's why, in this next scenario, we'll hear James and Gabriella going back and forth on it. And honestly, they don't see eye to eye at all.
This should be good. Let's get into it.
Okay, so I've been thinking about this a lot lately. I really believe that if you work hard enough, you can achieve pretty much anything.
See, I have to push back on that right away. That sounds nice in theory, but it's just not that black and white.
Wait, why not? I mean, look at people who started with nothing and built huge companies.
Sure, those stories exist, but they're the exception, not the rule. For every one of those, there are thousands of people working just as hard who never get that break.
Okay, but isn't that kind of an excuse though? Like at some point, you gotta take responsibility for your own life.
I'm not saying effort doesn't matter, James. Of course it does. But let's be real. Someone born into a wealthy family already has a massive leg up. Better schools, connections, no financial stress holding them back.
All right, fair point. I'll give you that one.
Right? And it's not just money either. Think about where you're born, what country, what neighborhood. That stuff shapes your whole trajectory before you even do anything.
Okay, but come on. There are also plenty of rich kids who end up wasting every opportunity they had.
Oh, totally. Having advantages doesn't guarantee success, but not having them makes it exponentially harder. That's my whole point.
I guess I never thought about it like that.
It's like that saying, some people are born on third base and think they hit a triple.
Okay, that's actually a really good way to put it.
Thank you. But look, I'm not saying hard work doesn't matter at all. I just think we give it way too much credit and ignore everything else going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I guess I always assume that if someone's struggling, it's kind of on them to figure it out.
And that's the problem with that mindset, honestly. It ignores systemic stuff like access to healthcare, quality education, even just having stable parents growing up.
Okay, I'm coming around to your side a bit here, but don't you think giving people too much of a pass takes away their motivation?
Not really, no. Acknowledging that luck plays a role doesn't mean people should stop trying. It just means we should have a little more empathy for people who haven't had it easy.
That's fair. I guess at the end of the day, it's probably a mix of both, effort and circumstances.
Exactly. Finally, we agree on something.
Don't get used to it.
Oh, I won't. Trust me.
Okay, I have to say, I'm kind of on Gabriella's side here. I think we underestimate how much circumstances shape our lives.
Yeah, I get that. But I also think James had a point. If you completely take away personal responsibility from the equation, it's easy to fall into a mindset where you just give up trying.
True. I think it's less about choosing one side and more about holding both ideas at the same time. You know, effort matters, but so does the starting line you're running from.
Exactly. I don't think it has to be one or the other. Life's rarely that simple.
Okay, before we move on, let's break down a few expressions from that conversation, because there were some great ones.
Definitely. Let's start with born on third base and think they hit a triple. That's the one Gabriella used.
That's a really vivid way of saying someone had a huge head start in life, but acts like they earned everything on their own.
Love that one. Next up, James said, I'll give you that one after Gabriella made a good point.
That just means admitting the other person is right about something specific, even if you don't agree with everything they're saying.
Then there's leg up, which Gabriella used when talking about wealthy families.
Right. Having a leg up means having an advantage over others, usually something that helps you get ahead more easily.
And finally, give someone a pass when James asked if acknowledging luck takes away people's motivation.
That one means letting someone off the hook, or not holding them fully accountable for something.
Great additions to your vocabulary if you're into these kinds of debates.
All right, let's move on to our last scenario for today. And this one hits close to home for a lot of people.
Oh, I have a feeling I know where this is going.
We're talking about ending a relationship. It's one of those conversations that's incredibly uncomfortable, but knowing how to handle it well really matters.
Right, because it's so easy to say the wrong thing in that moment and end up hurting someone even more than necessary, or sending a message you didn't actually mean.
Exactly. Choosing your words carefully here isn't just about sounding polite. It's about being clear and honest without being harsh.
So, in this next scenario, we'll hear a conversation where someone has to have that exact talk.
Let's listen in and see how they handle it.
Hey, can we talk for a minute? There's something I've been wanting to say.
Yeah, sure. What's up? you sound kind of serious.
I am actually. I've been thinking a lot lately, and I don't think this relationship is working anymore.
Wait, where's this coming from? I thought things were fine between us.
I know it might seem sudden, but honestly, I've felt this way for a while. I just didn't know how to bring it up.
Okay. I mean, can you help me understand what changed? Was it something I did?
No, it's not really about one thing you did wrong. It's more that I feel like we've grown apart. We want different things right now.
That's a lot to take in. I really care about you, Sophie.
I care about you too, Ethan. That's not the issue here. It's not about not caring. It's about being honest with myself and with you.
I just don't want us to throw this away without at least trying to fix it.
I get that. And believe me, I've thought about that too. But I don't think staying together out of fear of change is fair to either of us.
Yeah, I guess I kind of knew something felt off lately too. I just didn't want to admit it.
I noticed that too, if I'm honest. We stopped really talking, like actually talking, a while ago.
That's true. I've just been avoiding it, hoping it would sort itself out somehow.
I don't think it would have, though. And I'd rather we end things now, while we can still be kind to each other.
I appreciate you being upfront about it, even though it hurts to hear.
I didn't want to drag it out or leave you confused about where things stood. You deserve better than that.
Yeah, thank you for that, honestly. Can we still be friends eventually, or is that a bad idea?
I think so. Just maybe not right away. We both probably need some space first.
That makes sense. I need some time to process this.
Take all the time you need. I really do wish you the best, Ethan.
Thanks, Sophie. You too.
Wow, okay, that one hit differently. Sophie handled that so well, though, honestly.
Right? She was direct without being harsh, which is exactly the balance you want in a conversation like that.
Totally. All right, let's break down a few expressions from that one.
Let's start with, "Where's this coming from?" which Ethan said when Sophie brought it up.
That's a really common way of asking why someone suddenly feels a certain way, especially when it catches you off guard.
Next, Sophie said they'd grown apart.
That's such a natural way to describe two people slowly becoming less close over time without placing blame on either person.
Then there's "throw this away," when Ethan didn't want to give up on the relationship.
Right? That means giving up on something valuable without really trying to save it first.
And finally, Sophie said she didn't want to drag it out.
That one means prolonging something unnecessarily, usually something uncomfortable or difficult, instead of dealing with it directly.
Really useful phrases, especially for conversations that require a bit more emotional intelligence.
So looking back at today's episode, I feel like we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, honestly, from catching up with old friends, to debating something as deep as luck and success, to handling a breakup with actual grace, that's a wide range.
And I think what ties it all together is that these are all moments where the right words really matter. It's not just about being understood. It's about saying things the way you actually mean them.
Exactly. Like with Charlotte and Oliver, it was more about picking up on those casual native expressions that make you sound less like a textbook and more like an actual person.
Right, and then with James and Gabriella, it was more about structuring an argument, disagreeing respectfully, and still getting your point across clearly.
And Sophie and Ethan showed how much tone and word choice matter when the topic itself is already sensitive.
So if you can walk away from this episode with even one phrase or one idea that helps you navigate a real conversation someday, then I think we've done our job here.
Couldn't agree more. These are the kinds of situations that don't come with a script in real life. So having some of these tools in your back pocket really does make a difference.
All right, before we wrap things up completely, we just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who stuck around until the end of this episode.
Seriously, we know this one pushed you a bit more than usual. So if you made it this far, give yourself some credit.
We really hope this helped you feel a bit more confident about tackling these kinds of real conversations in English.
That's it for today's episode of Max and Mia Podcast. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Take care, everyone, and see you soon.
To keep taking your English to the next level, click on the next video or explore the others we've made for you.